Welcome back. Let's get into the stock market technical analysis. We're looking for trade ideas that have opportunity. All right, so if you guys are finding value in the content, drop me a thumbs up. Again, also, if you're interested in learning this as a skill set, check out my stock market technical analysis course. It's priced affordable and there's a lot of value in that course. Link in the description below on that. And then also, if you haven't become a private member, feel free to join up. We're going through additional trade ideas and market analysis in that private member group. Link in the description on that one as well. So we have a shortened trading week today. This week it's Thanksgiving holiday, so I wouldn't expect huge moves. I'm really looking for a lot of chop, basically. So in the spirit of a lot of chop, the trade ideas and the time frames are going to be kind of a smaller time frames. So I'm going to go through some what I see today. Again, looking at more smaller time frames than kind of the bigger picture stuff for this week at least. On the daily chart for triple Qs, we've got, we're starting to rally back up to 284.50-ish. That's where I think we're heading. If I narrow it down to like a 15-minute chart, you can see recently we have this bullish falling wedge. We've got some bullish divergence showing up right down here. And we've broken out of the wedge. So in general, it looks like we're heading right up to there. All right, we'll probably close the day up around 284.50. And that's it. That's really all I have on the NASDAQ futures. So, I was short earlier this morning. I flipped long. And right now I'm staying long up for a move to this 284.50 and then probably go flat again. So this is really active trading stuff. I don't try to really, most of the stuff on the channel is swing trading or trend trading. But given the nature of this week and being just a low volume week. NASDAQ futures, same thing. All right, bullish falling wedge, bullish divergence starting to show up on the, on this 15-minute chart here. All right, so divergent low right here. It's setting us up for, I believe, a move up to, somewhere in this area. I would say we'd probably get up to about 1,700 or 11,700 in the futures. And that's all I have right now. We're kind of sitting at resistance a little bit, but I think we're going to drift higher into the close. The S&P 500, I don't see the same look on the 15-minute chart, but we're just going nowhere. We're just chopping sideways. So no real divergences, just kind of bullish momentum and just drifting sideways. So I think probably going to have just a slight drift to the upside into the close. And the S&P 500 futures ES, slight bullish divergence there, all right, on the 15-minute chart. So we just had, that's your divergent low. So again, the futures are giving us a different look than the ETFs, but the futures are telling us that we're probably going to have that bounce. So I'm positioned for that right now. Again, it's going to be a choppy week. So if you're not really into like active trading and you're looking for more longer term stuff, it might make sense just to sit the week out, just stay flat, or just stay with your positions, however those might be. Okay, so that is the indices. Not that interesting as of right now. More interesting is gold and oil. So we'll look at gold bullion first. So gold bullion, this is a 15-minute chart. You got a downward channel right here. And we are just continuing lower, obviously, in the downward channel on the 15-minute chart. We do have bullish divergence showing up right there. Boom. All right, so it's there on the RSI. It's there on the PPO. I suspect we're going to break out of the channel and head up to 1755 for the move in gold bullion. Looking at gold futures, GC, you can see here on the futures, again, 15-minute chart, so smaller time frames, smaller moves. But bullish divergence right here. All right, same look, downward channel, sitting kind of at resistance about 1740. We break out of that. I suspect we're going to head up to there. All right, up to, well, maybe not that high. Probably up to about 1760 or so on the futures, up to about 1768, somewhere right in there. Those look okay. And then if I look at the daily chart, and this is bigger picture, or more critical. You can see gold futures, boom, we hit support right there. It was about 1740 there. It was resistance through here, little gap right through here. It was support right through here. Lots of reactions basically. And then there it is, hitting support. So hitting support on the daily, bullish divergence building on the 15-minute. This is where the buyers are likely going to be at. So I like this to the long side for right now. Looking at gold bullion, again, the support is about that 1725. We're not quite there. Let me kind of clean this up. We got today, the low of today is about 1732. So pretty close for a $1,700, thing to be just, $5-6 off. The buyers are likely stepping in. And the fact that the futures, back to the futures, hit that support, I think that's probably the low in gold bullion and looking for another bounce. Also, if I look at silver futures, they're hitting support. All right, look at this. This level is about 2062. That was support here, support through here, resistance, little overshoot there, but in general, and then look at that, right at support. So I like that as a support level, looking for another bounce up in gold or in silver at least. So in general, a lot of these look good. Looking at Newmont, we're drifting lower, but again, still holding this kind of support zone at about 44.50. Going down to the hourly chart, we made a slightly new lower low over the last couple days. Today, we made a slightly newer lower low, starting to build that bullish divergence on the RSI. Not quite there in the PPO, but I mean, it is there. It's just barely there. So maybe we have one more little leg lower, but I don't think we're really going much beyond that level right there at 43.40 or so. The buyers are stepping in here, and I suspect they're going to continue to step in. So that's what I'm doing. I'm buying the dip. I'm building a position. If we go lower, I'll continue to add on that position in this one. No gold analysis would be complete without dollar analysis. So we look at the dollar futures here. So I've got resistance on the dollar right about 108.22 as I can roll out, a couple levels right in there. So we're in the zone of resistance. And if we pop above that, we could run up to 109. Looking at the daily chart, you can see there's the resistance right there. See it? It was resistance, then it was support through here, and it's basically resistance right in here. So maybe it's minimal upside in the dollar, but not too much more. And then if I look at the 15-minute chart, you can see we are starting to build that negative divergence on the 15-minute, okay? So these are divergent highs. It tells me that the dollar rally is just about finished. We'll probably mark this out. If you want to wait for a breakdown here, there's your 15-minute chart. You start to see that break, and that's going to set, that's going to set the dollar up to fall. And likely gold will continue to rally on that. So again, negative divergence in the dollar, bullish divergence in gold. I like those miners, and I like gold. Oil. So oil is also pretty interesting. So oil was moving lower this morning, ran right down to support at about 75.50, and we're getting that bounce off of that initial level. So that's a key level of support, bouncing so far. I think there's minimal upside for oil though. If I go down to the 5-minute chart here, let's see here. You can see this trend line here. It should kind of match up. Probably just minimal upside in oil, maybe a little bit more, but we're getting close. And you've also got some horizontal resistance for where we're at right here. Basically right where we're at. So minimal upside in oil. You can also see on this 5-minute, and this is 5-minute. All right, let me get up to a higher time frame. Nothing really crazy going on there. We look at the hourly. Yeah, so maybe a little more upside in oil. But the oil sector, like XLE, looks kind of interesting. On XLE, you can see here on the hourly chart, there's support. It's about 80, 87, and 90 or so. You can see support. Let me mark that out. Support through here, support, just a little shy there, undercut it a little bit, recovered it, impulse. So that's support, okay? In general, if you're looking for a trend trade, you need to see that 87-ish level break impulsively. That's your next big sell signal, all right? So you could short on a break of that in my mind, but and then we bounce. So where do we bounce to? Well, if I look at the 15-minute chart, you got this downtrend line here. You got resistance, 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 and we are almost there. So maybe a little more upside, but you're basically bouncing back into resistance. While you do that, you also do have negative divergence that's showing up. You can see just barely. So I suspect, you know, whether we hit that or not, we're basically getting close to resistance. So I don't think there's much more upside in this one, and we'll probably head back down to the trend line. Again, so it's objective to short on this trend line or on a break of that 87.90. All right, and that's it. That's all I have on that one. Oil stocks such as OXY hit support today. So again, on the daily chart, you can see going all the way back to November 20th. November of 2020. So many years. You've got support right there. All right, so no sell signal, but we just hit another tag of support, and we're looking for a break of trend in order to initiate a trade on this one. Nothing yet. Okay, that's really all I have. We'll keep it simple, guys. We're looking for some short-term bounces or maybe even longer-term bounces in gold. I like gold long. Triple Qs, probably going to bounce, the rest of the day or maybe into tomorrow. Not really going to go too far, though. I suspect, that 284.50 will cap that for right now, probably for this week. And oil, I think there's some more downside in oil. We're close to resistance. I do believe we're probably going to sell off. And that is all I got. So drop me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Catch you on the next one. Bye.